Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Radio Geonosis, where we talk about Star Wars from a certain point of view. I'm Angie.
And I'm Ed. What's going on, guys?
I try and make it different every day. And today we're going to be talking about Wondercon. I can give you a little bit of history of what I've been through with Wondercon. But before we do that, we're going to do some hot happenings this week.
Yes.
So Aaron has got some gaming news, so I'm going to let you loose on that.
I do have some gaming news, and it won't take long at all. Basically, the last couple big titles that came out this past month was Jump Force. It's a fighting game with some of the biggest anime characters. So if you're an anime fan and a fighting game fan, there's a 100% chance you've heard of it before. And also a game called Anthem that is it's almost like a game Destiny. It's futuristic with mech suits and nanotechnology and stuff like that. And both games were very, very highly on everyone's radar and every gamer's radar. And it's unfortunate that both games weren't good at all. So the reason why I bring this up in today's hot happenings is developers out there. I understand you guys want to make these new IPs. I'm all for it. Trust me, I'm all for it to support. I'm with it 100%. But if you guys are gonna do it, you guys have to make sure you guys do it. Bless you, Papa. You guys got to make sure you guys do it correctly. So those will be my hot happenings for this week. But make sure you guys, download. Oh, again, PlayStation Store, Hitman is free, and so is I believe it's Hitman and For Honor. So if you guys want to get Hitman and For Honor, by all means, do so, please.
Okay, so last night they had a book signing in L.A., and it was there was a few people there for the book signing, but the book I wanted was The Queen's Shadow, and the author is E.K. Johnson, and my friend Sal got it for me, and he got it signed. So I was really, really excited. Yeah, it was at the Grove. I really wanted to go, but I was exhausted.
That's really awesome.
The last 2 days have been really rough at work. It's been quite a journey.
As we both know.
But I didn't go. But they had a book signing in LA and plus the rain. So from, for us here out in the boondocks, it takes us quite a few hours to get down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's, I ended up not going, but I had my friend get a book for me. So thank you, Sal. He is our resident. He's the guy that kind of runs the Saber Guild right now, Temple Prime. So.
Okay. Thank you, Sal.
Yeah, thank you, Sal. On Friday, at Lucasfilm Studio in San Francisco, they are having a premiere for the new season of the Resistance. Mm-hmm. And they invited Rebel Legion. They invited the Saber Guild. I just can't go. Oh, it's in San Francisco, and I'm having my taxes done on Saturday, so I can't go.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Andy. But that's the cartoon, basically.
Yes. I've been to one of their premieres, and it's so much fun. I got to go to the one in Burbank Studios.
Oh, I could only imagine it being so much fun.
It was so much fun. Man. I was thrilled beyond thrilled.
Oh man, and the whole Burbank, honestly, is just one big epicenter for television.
Yes, film. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then our next news is: will Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra appear in The Mandalorian? That was something that came up last night.
I saw that scrolling on Facebook. I saw a quote saying that Ezra's not gone; he's somewhere out there. Like, we have to go find him.
Now, here's the thing: is The Mandalorian a cartoon, or is it a live action show?
I think The Mandalorian is a live action show. I think that I think Jon Favreau's idea was to go like the Game of Thrones route with Star Wars. He believes that there should be a live action Star Wars show right there at that level,
So that means that Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra, if they do appear, they're going to be live action, real people.
Yeah, it's going to be real people.
I mean, they're real people, but
they're going to be portrayed by real acters.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I saw that somewhere though, scrolling down on Instagram that, they're looking for Ezra, like he's out there somewhere, and yeah, and of course it was like the hashtags. One of the hashtags was like Mandalorian Jon Favreau. So
That's amazing. I think that's amazing.
I think that's awesome too. I think you have to do stuff like that. And we speak about it all the time. Like you have to like just give us all of it. You know what I mean? You gotta just throw it all in there.
But to bring Ahsoka to life, I've cosplayed her, and I have friends that have done it.
Yeah.
But to bring her to life on a TV show, I think that is going to be off the charts.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes. Okay. I don't know if you saw my post, but Star Wars and Carnival in Brazil. Did you see that?
I did see that, and I saw that people's costumes were crazy.
But did you see the float?
I saw the floats. I saw, but I also saw a young lady. Oh wow, bless you, Papa. Jeez.
We got a little man sneezing here. But yeah, the Star Wars and the Star Wars had it. They had a huge, and it's the I believe it's the Spanish garrison. I'm not sure of what the name was, but it's a garrison that is down there in Brazil. They put that whole thing together. That float was amazing.
Yeah.
I shared it a few times. It's you go big or you go home.
Honestly, I mean the time and effort that they must have put into that.
Did you see the droid in the back?
Yeah, and I never thought that, because I know Carnival, like I know of it, but I didn't know that I've never seen any Carnival like pictures, posts, videos ever that included Star Wars.
I've never seen it either, and I've never seen, you've seen floats. I just watched one of the James Bonds, and they were down. I'm not sure if they were in the Caribbean or if they were in Brazil, but I think they were in Brazil doing the Carnival. It's a huge party for a week.
Yeah, it's a week long straight, just partying outside, dancing, walking. Yeah, it's no joke.
There's 3 different places where they have it: in the Caribbean, in Brazil, and also here in America, but they have it in Louisiana.
Yeah, for Mardi Gras, because it is Mardi Gras week as right now. So, yeah, it's all going down right now. But as far as the floats are concerned, I've seen like Carnival like footage and stuff over the years, and I've never seen like Star Wars like.
Maybe they were never allowed.
That could be it, or they were probably just like keeping it like embarrassed, maybe, like we did an episode coming out the nerd closet, and maybe now they're just like
coming out of the nerd closet.
Maybe they're coming out of the nerd closet. Who knows?
They said just do a little bit of Star. Then they do this huge float. It was amazing.
They probably had it built up for years.
Oh my gosh, man! I guarantee you they were working on that for probably about a year.
But there was a young lady with a C-3PO gold. That was her costume.
With the big feather things, right?
That was her costume, like to represent C-3PO.
What was amazing is the AT-ATs in the front. They were moving to the Spanish music. Yeah. Did you notice that they were and the legs were moving? Everything was moving.
They put so much time. It had to have been built up.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Now here's another thing. In the rumor mill, George Lucas returned to Star Wars to help fix Episode 9.
To help fix it.
I don't know how.
So what happened?
I don't know why they had to fix it, but see, this is a rumor.
Okay. Yeah.
This is just a rumor, so we don't know. I don't know for sure as far as what he had to do or what was involved. I'm sure he came. I'm sure the producer. I forgot his name. It's terrible. He did The Force Awakens, but anyways, I'm sure that that's terrible. I can't remember, but I'm sure they.
Why can't I remember right now?
I don't know. I get to the middle of the day sometimes, and I'm like, "Woo!"
You just blank out.
I blank out because I've had a lot going on today. But he came on to help, and I'm sure he wanted him. I'm sure he wanted it. I can picture his face, but I'm sure he wanted it to be something that was off the charts and get George involved. It would be great.
Yeah.
George has that. He has the touch to it because he knows what Star Wars is all about because he created it.
I mean, yeah, and then if this is supposed to be the last one, then you're going to want George to be as as much part of it as possible.
What's going to be the last of these three? We don't know. If they go Old Republic,
yeah, the last of this,
all gloves are off, man.
so yeah, you're gonna want the head honcho like involved any way possible if it's gonna be the last one of this series. You know, so that's good. That's
okay,
good.
so last week we did fun facts, and I couldn't remember the last one, and I had it all mixed up in my notes. So the last one was Beru Lars, but her maiden name was White Sun. Beru White Sun. She falls in love with Owen Lars and becomes like a sort of a mom to Luke, and she's very caring to Luke. I think Owen seems to be a little bit less. Because, in A New Hope, he has him doing all these chores and, you can't go down to the Tashi station with your friends and goof around. And it seemed like he had them there as more of a workhorse and not, he didn't want him to, think about flying away or joining any kind of, joining the rebellion. He was trying to keep him there.
Exactly.
But he couldn't because who his father was.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't going to happen.
Actually, it wasn't going to matter or happen at the least bit.
So, and then one last thing, I will be at Anacon. It's a library event in Anaheim. It was next Saturday on the 16th. And I believe we're going to be doing a show. There may be a booth. I'm unsure about that right now. They haven't said. But if there isn't, we're going to be doing a show and then sharing a booth with Rebel Legion. So it should be a lot of fun. So if you're in the in the Anaheim area, come on down to Anacon.
Make sure you come down and check it out, guys.
Yeah, especially if we're doing a show. We've been practicing for the Wondercon show, the Masquerade Ball, which is going to be Saturday night, and it should be probably around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Because we're kind of the intermission. They do the Masquerade Ball, so people come out and they show off their costumes. And so while they have an intermission, we are the intermission entertainment.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're going to be doing a show. I did mine last year. I did a fight with two of my friends, Vince and Amanda, and I was Amanda and I were acolytes, and we fought Luke Skywalker. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I had such a good time. I was really nervous. It was my first time doing a con show like that, and up on stage, and I was so nervous. I was like, just don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. And it went flawless. So I was really, really happy with that.
That's awesome. That's really dope. Make sure you guys check it out.
Yes, if you can. If you're going to be there Saturday. So we're going to be talking about WonderCon. WonderCon in 2011, I want to say 2011. WonderCon before that, it is a sister con to Comic-Con. They were in San Francisco. And so San Francisco was going to be doing their convention center, needed to have some remodeling done. So they brought it to Anaheim. And I went to the first one. It was a blast. I had such a good time.
It's still fairly kind of new.
It's still kind of new, but it is picking up steam.
It's picking up steam.
Yes. So I really had hoped the next year that they would be back to Anaheim rather than San Francisco. And here we are quite a few years later, and they're still in Anaheim. And I think they're still in Anaheim because, one, it completely sells out.
Yeah.
And so if you wait till the very last day or the week before, you may not get a ticket. But this thing has been selling out every year since it came to Anaheim. And I think it kind of coincides with Disney now owning Star Wars and owning Marvel. They bring this convention here to Anaheim, which is right next door to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So the convention is just like right next door to Disneyland.
And I'm sorry, and with I think another reason why it sells out because Disneyland's right there. So you go to the con and go to Disneyland. You know what I mean?
Yes. It was the very first year I think it was the very first year I was there. They had a big Captain America, like a big poster and stuff, and you got to hold the shield and everything. And so that was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. We've done I did quite a few cosplays with my friend Robert and Mike. Now, Robert, I met from Mike. Mike I've worked with since he was about 17. He worked at the restaurant for a long, long time before he ended up moving to L.A. He's now married, but Robert is still single. And looking for ladies, by the way. He's a very good friend.
We got you, Robert.
Yes, and he would always pick out the cosplays for us. He would say, let's do this Marvel. Let's do a DC. So I posted a picture today, and the DC character that I did was Talia al Ghul. Mm-hmm. So that's Raj's daughter.
Raj al Ghul's daughter, yeah,
yes.
For those who don't know.
Yes. I've done the Huntress, and then we did... I'm trying to think of what other one I did there. Oh, man, I can't think of... I think I did... I know. I did Black Canary, and then I've done a Jedi.
Okay.
But this weekend... when we do WonderCon at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing... On Friday, I'm going to be doing...
3 costumes.
Yes.
3.
I'm in 3 different costumes. And I did Viper there.
Okay.
So I'm going to do Viper again. I just ordered new boots because the other boots were really terrible. They hurt so bad. They hurt so bad, so I ordered a new pair.
Gotta make sure you're comfy.
Yes. It looks good when you're putting it together, but then walking around, you're like, okay, these shoes were not smart to buy.
Yeah.
So I got a new pair of shoes, and then I also bought some green contacts, and they were actually, they're from Spooky Eye, so if anyone's ever looking for some really cool contacts, I would be looking up Spooky Eye. I've gotten quite a few from there, and they're great contacts, and they last a long time. If you take care of them, they last a long time. But these ones were werewolf green.
Yeah. I saw these.
Yes, so
they look pretty, really dope.
And then on Saturday, my friend Josh is going to be doing his steampunk Obi-Wan, and so I am going to be doing a Sith. I just ordered a new costume from Jedi Closet, and I'm going to put that one together. It does not have sleeves, so I'm going to do wraps on my arms and possibly make some armbands if I have the time.
Yeah.
Do some armbands. And then on Sunday, I'm either going to do Black Canary or I haven't figured it out yet. It's either Black Canary or maybe a anime costume. I'm not sure. And then on Saturday night, I'll be doing a Jedi. So I'm actually going to have 4 costumes with me.
Oh, okay. Just in case one of them doesn't.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've done that when we did a couple years ago. I went to Star Wars Celebration, which is coming up in a few weeks. I'm really sad I'm not going.
It's okay, Angie. We all know you rep Star Wars with a heavy heart.
I know. It's in the Windy City, too.
Yeah. And it's just out our way. But, who's to say, you won't go next year?
I know. You know what? I had said if it was in Japan, I'm going for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going for sure.
In Japan, I can only see it being, way doper.
Oh, man. Can you imagine in Japan?
The level that they would take it to.
Oh, my God. I don't know if we took it to Brazil.
Yeah.
Think about
You know what they'll do in Japan, huh? Yeah, I know.
But the celebration is usually a lot of fun. It is, they do. It's just all Star Wars. They do panels. They do book signings. They sell all kinds of stuff. So I've been there a couple of times. I went when it was in Anaheim. I went when it was in Orlando, Florida, which was a real treat for me because I'd never been to Florida. So it was really cool. So this year it ended up in Chicago. Some of the people are going. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Plus now you need that real ID to get on that airplane.
Yeah. That or a passport. Yeah, they're not playing any games right now.
No.
I don't know what it is, but
I've kind of heard different things about about that ID. Some people were saying that it is legal. Some people say it's not legal. Can you imagine spending all that money and all of a sudden they say, well, that one's not legal. You got to get a new one.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Another 35
That's so harsh.
And then you're in that line.
Mm-hmm.
You're in that crazy line.
Yeah, it's harsh.
At the DMV.
It's cold.
Yeah, just like when I went to Spectrum.
It's so cold.
But I did hear that for Comic-Con they're going to have a Star Wars parade. So
really?
So I'm really excited. I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there for 4 days, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I can't wait for Well, because you're going to San Diego's Comic-Con.
I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con, yes.
Okay, yeah. That's what me and the guys... But that's already sold out from last year.
Yes. And I was amazed. I got a ticket. So, I mean, it doesn't happen. I was going up until 2013. I had gone from 2008 to 2013. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I got shut out, man. I got shut down.
Oh, no.
And then last year, Rob hooked me up with the ticket, and I cried when I got in there. It was just because it's like, for me, that's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
To go to Comic-Con, it's the Super Bowl. And I'm sad when other people can't go and can't get in, because I know how they felt.
Yeah.
I was able to get in, and then other people have been trying for years, haven't been able to get in, and I completely know how they feel.
Yeah. It is unfortunate, though, when you can't, when you can't go to a con, When you can't go to the big one. But I would definitely suggest going to Wondercon, because Wondercon is the sister event to Comic-Con. Yeah. And it's got almost all the bells and whistles, just like Comic-Con. And I haven't been to the San Diego Comic-Con in years. Since I've been with my dad, I was like 13, 14 years old. But anyone looking to go to cons, I mean, there's plenty of cons out there.
Yes, there are.
I know me and my guys, like the Masudo guys, every year from the last couple years, we're going to make it a tradition to go to the Los Angeles Comic-Con, Stan Lee's Comic-Con, and WonderCon. So if you can't make the big one in San Diego, there's 2 other sister cons, basically, that have, like you said, all the bells and whistles and everything. Maybe missing a few things, but you'll get the con experience.
Yes, you will.
Sure,
especially with WonderCon, especially. Because they do it just like it, and I mean it isn't the full 4 days, but it is. It is a weekend, and and now they've put it so that it's not on Easter, because quite a few years it was falling on Easter.
Oh, okay.
And so then some people weren't going Sunday, some people couldn't go Friday, and I went one year, and it took me 3 hours to get home because everybody was going to Las Vegas for Easter. And I was in this huge line. I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock at night I think it was 9, 10 o'clock at night on Friday night. It was crazy. It was one of those days when I should have just waited till 10 o'clock at night and drove home.
and then have gone.
Yes, because you see the traffic. I'll go down the hill to practice, and you'll see the traffic. Yeah. And it's just unreal coming back up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's Carmageddon.
Yeah, when we came back from WonderCon, I believe last year, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Coming back up. So yeah, I suggest everybody just keep an eye out for the traffic reports.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's crazy.
Yes, I'm now part of a group on Facebook called Pain in the Past, and it's pretty enlightening. You see a lot of wild stuff. People post all kinds of things. I'm like, all right, nobody's driving; they're posting stuff, and so it's nuts.
10 minutes, we're good. But I honestly cannot wait for WonderCon. I can't wait. My favorite thing about cons, especially like the last 2 years, like we've been going like religiously, have honestly really just been the cosplay. Like you honestly can't get enough of the cosplay. I find myself like asking people like a fangirl if I could take a picture of them or with them.
People like that, and I don't have a problem with it. People ask me, is it okay? Of course it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. Some guy, one year when I was at the Long Beach Con, I was dressed as Ahsoka, and he tried to pay me to take the picture. I said, no, you don't have to pay. I put on the costume. I don't have any problem with it. I mean, it was not the legitimate costume. It was the one I put together. Mm-hmm. And so he wanted to pay me. I'm like, no, I'm just going to take a picture. If you get weird, then we have a problem.
Yeah. Are there any of those?
Yes.
There any of those you have to deal with?
Yes, there was one very strange man when I was at Celebration.
Oh, no.
2015, I believe it was. I was in my Ahsoka, and he took a picture with his kids, and he goes, I need you to take a picture by yourself because this one's for me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, dude, you're creepy.
Wow. There's like literally no shame in this game. Like, whatsoever. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'd never in my life would ever do that to anyone. You know what I mean?
There are some strange people, but it's not everybody. It's a very small amount.
See,
I've only seen a few.
The thing is with the cosplay too, there's like a you see you'll see someone dressed as your favorite character, of course, but like some people have like really they're infatuated by some of these characters.
Yes.
You know what I mean, like that. So it's like a fantasy element. You see a character like basically kind of, especially someone pulls off the cosplay like good enough, you're gonna see them. They're gonna pull it off, and then you're gonna be like, "This is like what I've always dreamed of." And
yes,
you know what I mean.
When I did a Hiri, and that's the League of Legends character. Someone asked me about the game, and then they asked me about, what I knew about the game or what level was I on, and I'm like, I don't even play the game because my son played the game and I loved the character. I just went based off of that. Mm-hmm. I did the character based off of what he showed me. But I don't game. That's the one thing I don't do because I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I really don't have the time.
Gaming is all about time. You have to put hours into games.
Yeah, there's just no way. I can't sit still that amount of time. I love to watch the Star Wars. I've seen some of them on YouTube, but I turn it on while I'm working, while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah. So you're still not even sitting down watching it.
I'm not even sitting down watching it.
Exactly.
I spend maybe about an hour on the internet at night when I'm doing, research for the show or, looking a few things up, like for my costumes and things. I'll spend a little bit of time looking for fabric online or things like that because I've been trying to learn how to sew. One of the big things I'm going to be doing is I want to do a librarian costume.
Oh, okay.
So, or close to it. But I do want to make it a little bit anime. I want to put a little bit of an anime accent to it. Mm-hmm. And so once I'm going to do it all purple, but I'm also going to do a long wig, like an anime type of wig.
Gotcha.
And purple eyes. So give it more of an anime feel to it,
yeah.
But being a coruscant librarian.
Okay.
So, I might
have to watch out for that guy again.
No, with the Ahsoka, it did have a little bit of an opening in the top, so there was a little bit of cleavage there. So
gotcha.
the guy, I guess that's what it was. I'm not sure.
But then there are also those cosplayers who know exactly what they're doing and are trying to accentuate like a sexy kind of feel, you know what I mean? So it is like you do have cosplayers who are definitely in it for I think it's all an art form at the end of the day, but you do have some who know exactly what they're doing.
Yes.
I see, like, the last few years I've seen a lot of the body paint.
Yes, I have too.
So it's not technically a costume, they just like paint it on them. They just paint the costume on them.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's really cool, but I'd rather do it with clothes on.
Yeah. Well, to me, like, the cause is like costume play. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, you kind of have to have the costume for it to really count.
Right,
you know
right.
I mean,
there is a character from X-Men. She is
Mystique.
Yes.
But so that I understand. Like, I took a picture at the Los Angeles Comic Con, a girl who she had a really dope Mystique cosplay. But other than that, honestly, I think that's probably like the furthest you could go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I prefer doing a costume rather than not something like that. So, but it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't if you're small, you're big, you're young, you're old. It doesn't matter. I'm also part of I follow a couple of groups: cosplay over 30, cosplay over 40, and cosplay over 50.
Oh, okay, on Facebook or
on Facebook?
Okay.
Yeah. And there's also a cosplay over 60. I don't think you're ever too old to have fun.
Oh, absolutely not. And for that. I guess that stigma to be placed on on certain ages or whatever, like, that's just absurd.
Or to put a stigma on bodies.
Exactly.
I just think anybody can do it. I don't care if you're green, blue, or yellow. Whatever costume you want to do it. Whatever, however old you are, do it. I love to see the little kids. I love to see older people do it. It's just so much fun. My friend Sue is 75. And she cosplays. And she does, and she's part of Rebel Legion.
There's no age on having a good time.
No,
at all. You can't do that at all. Like, it's just not cool at all. Like,
no.
I enjoy because again, of course, I love the shopping. I love like getting things. I didn't get a Keyblade again, but I'm gonna get one this time. I just been hesitant to buy them because they look a
There'll
little
be one
flimsy.
this
The-
Wondercon.
there'll be one for sure. But like again, like me being an avid gamer, an anime enthusiast, I love film. And just to see people like put the dedication that they do into their costumes, like. Someone who hasn't cosplayed, like I plan on doing it, but I'm not in like a rush to where I have to do it right now. I do get a kick out of like seeing everyone else in their costume. It's pretty cool to me. But like, I mean, that's why you go. Like, it's the experience, it's to see the cosplay. It's of course like to get the shopping and like go to the food trucks and stuff like that. Get some.
I know.
Get some good eats. It's just all in all a good. I don't even think you have to like superheroes or anime, or if you're just a human being and like to have fun and just to see things out of the norm, see things you don't see every day, then I think you should go to a con. It's something to
I agree.
do. You know,
I agree.
It's something to do.
I always tell people step out of the box, do something different.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so, if it's something
Agreed.
that you've never done before, do it. If it's something you've never been to before, do it. You never know, what kind of fun you're going to have. I've been to a couple of like motorcycle road races. I've done NASCAR. I've been to like a couple of truck races and things like that. I've been to skateboard events, and I've been to concerts. I've been to orchestra concerts, all kinds of different things. And I'll be going to the Renaissance Fair in May. I went one year and I got hooked. I've gone ever since.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you never know. I do still want to go to a tabletop gaming event.
Oh, okay.
Because I would like to go, check it out and
Check it
see
out.
what that's like.
Yeah. It was crazy. We took Pat. Like he went. That was his first con for the Los Angeles Comic Con. We took him there, and he's a avid. He watches anime too. He's in tune with the culture, but he's just never gone because even for him, I guess at the time it was kind of just saw as like, like I would go, but it's like I'm cool, like just watching anime at home or like like the experience. I'm in a rush for the experience.
But did Patrick have a good time?
But that was the thing. He had like a great time. You know what I mean? And then again, when you walk in there, you see everyone just living, not concerned about like. That person might be too big for that costume, or just the naive things people may think or say. Like if you took, you know what I mean? Like if you took, So it's like to see for him to like go there and like actually like soak in just the culture was good for him, and it was good for everybody else too. So I'm really glad he got to enjoy Los Angeles Comic Con. You know what I mean?
I'm glad he did too, because to go in, and it's like what we were talking about before. That when you go to a convention like that, you're like, I'm in my element. Yeah. I feel good because this is what makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like I said before, Comic-Con for me is my Super Bowl. That's what makes me happy. Some people, the Super Bowl makes them happy. This is a big event to be able to go, to be able to be part of that, or a baseball game or whatever. It's whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
And whatever you feel comfortable, doing. Some people like going to the drag races. Some people like going to concerts. Some people like going to different comic book events. There's also a cookie con.
Yeah, there's
I've been wanting to do that.
There's cons for like almost anything, just because like people, like people have interests, and you have to you have to have something like for people in their interest. It's only right too. I feel like
there's hairdresser conventions. There's exercise conventions. There's all kinds of stuff, and even a gardening show. A gardening convention. They have all kinds, and then there's a reptile one coming up.
There's gun shows. There's all kind. You have to have stuff to keep people. The people have interest, and you have to have stuff to keep them interested. You know what I mean?
But I'm really glad Patrick went. Okay, so next week I would like for us to talk about one thing that we really love about Star Wars, whether it be a book, whether it be a character, whether just anything that really sparked in you the love for Star Wars.
Oh man, I have probably gonna say so many
that's all right.
Episode. Yeah. That's all right.
It's all right, to be able to talk about what it was that here it is, dying, thing this is for me.
Something that set it all off.
Absolutely,
I'm completely game.
Yes.
I might have to do my homework for this.
I mean, when I was a kid, I always loved Star Wars, but it was meeting someone
Yeah.
that really sparked a love for me, you know, and it was my friend Gabe. And I mean, it just really sparked, like, I want to do this. I want to be part of this. This is it.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I
absolutely.
won't give up too much. We'll talk about it next week.
About next week.
So for all of us here at Radio Geonosis, we're going to see you next time. Please follow us on Facebook at Radio Geonosis 2.0. Please like and subscribe on our channel. Is it channel?
Yeah, our channel.
On Radio Geonosis on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. We need those subscribers.
We do. And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram as well at Radio Geonosis. Make sure you guys follow Mad Studios as well. This is where we record from live.
The Fantastic Studios.
The Fantastic Studios. Make sure you guys follow us there. And just keep your eyes on. You'll find Angie at different events all over the country, basically. So make sure you guys stay in tune with us. And we're on Podbean and iTunes and everything like that. So make sure you guys stay in touch.
Yes. And please check out Mad Studios. They have a fantastic hat and shirt that they just came out with.
Yes, we
really,
did.
Really love that.
Alien girls are easy.
easy.
So make sure you guys check it out, man.
Yes, I really love. I mean, when I saw the drawing for it, I was like, this is going to be cool. But when I saw it on the hat, I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah. So if you get a chance, check it out.
Check it out, guys. Again, thank you guys again.
All right, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.